My name's Penny Reeves. I'm 43 years old. I've lived in Bristol all my life. I had lower back pain and it was quite uncomfortable, and I wanted for it to stop, and it just didn't stop, and I went to the doctors 3 times in 1 week, and I was given pain relief, and things just wasn't getting any better. It was getting worse. I got to the point where I couldn't bend, I couldn't put my own shoes and socks on. So everything started to feel quite restricted around the lower spine area. It became quite difficult around the house to do everyday things. I couldn't actually work for 6 months, and I couldn't cook, and I would drop things, and I couldn't take the children out. And things did become quite difficult. I used lots of medication and tried lots of different medication, very strong medication, which was affecting me in my everyday life. So then I spoke to the hospital about, what alternative therapies I could do. I tried Reiki, and then I also tried acupuncture, and there really was no let up with this pain. I was then referred to Frenchy Hospital in 2008, where I had an MRI scan and I had some delicate discs, but permanent nerve damage was diagnosed through some various tests. I then went to the pain clinic in 2008, where it was discussed to have something called a spinal cord stimulation system installed. When I woke up from surgery, I was really lucky enough to have found out that I was one of the very first that actually had a rechargeable system, which didn't need surgery to have the battery changed, and I could just charge my system at home in the comfort of, whilst working, whilst relaxing, whilst watching TV. With the spinal cord stimulation, when that pain comes, you turn it on, and suddenly you've got this very soothing, therapeutic feeling of a warm sensation. And if this pain's really bad, it might not cover it. So I turn it up until it does cover it. And then it's just such a relief, and it blocks the pain cycle. And on some occasions, depending on what kind of day I'm having, it will block that pain, and then suddenly I feel normal, and you forget that you've got this permanent nerve damage. In my case, I suffered for 2 years without it. In some cases, people do suffer for a long time. So I really do hope in the future people are offered the spinal cord stimulation therapy much sooner.